working out but not getting results?
Fitness expert Tom Holland, the author of Beat the Gym, Personal Trainer Secrets Without the Personal Trainer Price Tag, is back with tips for strength training.
That was you on the front cover. We should mention that again, right? That's pretty impressive. We also have to mention you're an elite endurance athlete. What does that mean?
Multiple, it's about 60 marathons now, 18, 19 Ironmans, a bunch of ultra marathons.
Look at you, you're solid.
It's my job. I'm supposed to be. Yeah. But what I'm here today, as you said, so many people are members of gyms, so many people are not getting results. And so what I came up with, I created this thing called deceleration training. So basically what people are doing is they're focusing on the up rather than the down. And it's the down part of the movement that makes all the difference.
So why do you think people fail? Is it because they're not doing that, or are they not doing other things?
It's a great question. Men lift weights that are too heavy, and women generally lift weights that are too light. So they're both cheating themselves. So I brought like 30-pound dumbbells. I would never
I don't think I lift that,
No, we're not doing that.
I don't do these, but most guys would sit here, and what they're doing is all they care about is how much they're lifting. So if you see I'm using momentum, I'm swinging, that's not what it's all about. So I don't care how much you lift, I care how slowly you lower the weight. So that's what we're going to talk about. Yeah.
That's different.
So it's time under tension, and then women generally, would pick up weights, and they don't want to get bulky. So they sit here and they do this all day long. I'm not going to do anything.
And those are 8 pounds?
8 pounds. So for me, too light. For some other person, this may be the appropriate weight.
But what if you do a lot of reps? Isn't that different?
Yes. If you're doing a lot of reps, though, you're working the endurance. So as an endurance guy, I would do a lot of reps with my lower body when I'm training for an Ironman or a marathon, but that's not going to build lean muscle.
Got it. Well, speaking of training, you have quite a race coming up with the Grand Canyon. Tell us those details, because that's incredible.
It's called the rim to rim run. So you run across the Grand Canyon, and then you run back. So it's about 46 miles, and just an amazing event.
But he gets to pace himself. It's not like he's running against anyone.
Right. Right. I'm running with a couple other people for the Multiple Myeloma Research Foundation.
Which you're
the coach of, really important charity to me. So it's just an amazing event. You get to see the Grand Canyon in a way you wouldn't see it otherwise, right?
Absolutely. Wow. Do you want us to try some of these?
Yeah, let me just show you the difference. So, deceleration training has a 2-second, 5-second protocol. That means I want you to lift the weight on a 2 count, but I want you to lower it on a 5 count.
Now, what about your feet?
Great question. I like to use a staggered stance because what that does is keeps you from swinging.
And the high heels are a good idea, right? Okay.
I wear high heels in the gym, just works on my balance and coordination.
So the calves.
Staggered, you got to make sure you're balanced.
Balance, bend your knees. Exactly.
Bend your
2 seconds on the up.
2 seconds. 1, 2.
Now slowly lower. Slowly lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back up.
Oh, 1.
Feel the difference?
2.
So now it's time under tension. So the tension is on her bicep the entire time. She's not using momentum.
Where do you feel it? Right there?
Right there. 1, 2.
Right there? Right there.
So we lose the down, we lose the gravity. So deceleration training is not only going to get you results faster, you're not going to get hurt because you're not using momentum.
Yeah, you're just using your arms.
And you're going to shape your body the way you, and especially women want, that good lean muscle, that lean look.
Now, do you increase the weight at some point?
Yes, when those about 10 repetitions becomes difficult, but you'll see, you're tired, you're right after 3, 4.
Already.
Yeah.
Yes.
As soon as 10 repetitions becomes easy, you raise a weight.
Okay.
Yeah.
By 5 pounds, or how does that work?
That's a great question. For women especially, it's harder, right? Because, you're not going to go from 1000s to 15s, right? That's a huge jump. So 12s. Probably,
and they come in 12?
Yeah, 8, 10, 12. Small, and if you pick up that 12 and you see that that's easy, then you go up. But as soon as that 10th repetition becomes too easy, then it's time to raise a weight.
Now, would you do this? Sure, I'll give it a shot. Would you do this with, like, leg exercises?
Such a great question.
Theory?
Exactly.
Or?
So I could sit here all day long, right, and do squats. Like, okay, I'm going to do 1,000. If I slow it down, so 5 seconds on the down, and now come up on a 2. 1, 2. See, it's tension. It's on your muscle the whole time. It makes all the difference in the world. I go in the gym, people think,
I see what you're talking about.
And now do a tricep kickback. So bring back,
that's
now go up on a 2. Now slowly lower, slowly lower. Fight the gravity.
Easy on my heels. I might fall over.
Now go on one leg and do it.
Right.
But slowly lower. See how different it is?
Oh, my arms are shaking.
And that's it.
You're right there, huh?
So it's such a great question. Everything, a push-up, a squat, you can do that same deceleration training. 2 seconds, 5 seconds on the down. 4 to 5. If you're just starting out, you can do 4 seconds, but controlling, and again, you're not going to get injured. So many people get hurt, and when you get hurt lifting weights, you're out for weeks, months, years. So this is the way to do it.
Hey, we have a picture of you climbing up the stairs at the Empire State Building. What's that all
that's
about?
coming up. Yeah, we have, that's the MMRF, that's the start to the Empire State Building run up, and that's coming up.
Yes, you run up?
How many
So much fun.
stairs?
You really
All
do.
the way to the top. It's like
Holy
1,186
cow.
flights, and that's coming up on February 8th, I think, this year. So you can go to the MMRF website. I know Dr. Mel, multiple myeloma, so this is a great way to kind of donate to that if you want.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you look great. So how much more do you have to do to get ready for this?
You know, that's easy.
You can do that in
Sure.
sleep, probably, right?
It's different, though. It's interesting because that's anaerobic, so
Yes.
that's where you get out of breath. Ironman, marathon, ultramarathon running across the Grand Canyon, that's a long time, so you go slowly. That's actually going to hurt. That hurts because it's straight up and, you know, but it's only 15 to 20 minutes.
You can do it in 15, 20
The
minutes?
guy who wins does it in about 12.
Oh, it's a race, so you got to get
yeah.
up there quick.
Yeah, yeah. So it's charity, plus there's guys that come from around the world.
Wow.
But those guys, all they do are stairs, you know? So they're like the stair guy from Germany shows up every year and
You
wins.
must have some glutes.
Exactly.
Good thing they're not
exactly.
running with you in the Grand Canyon.
You should come.
All right.
Thank you for inviting us.
She has to do Connecticut style with me.
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
busy. But hey, we're out of time. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for having us here and for the tips.
Yeah, and you know, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, you get results
remember
faster.
that.
All right, up
Yep.
next we are going to be in the kitchen. We're having some Mediterranean food with Chef Silvio. That's when Connecticut Style returns. Don't go anywhere.